Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons. That intro was totally unnecessary, and, you know, I didn't mention in the last episode, because that was actually recorded like 20 minutes ago, but just generally speaking, in the grand narrative of things, ooh, the unseen foe, is it me? Because I'm invisible, I can do invisible things, but, yeah. So Eurovision 2018 has been and gone, right? And I still don't get the connection, but I still think that Sly Cooper's voice actor should do a cover of the Czech Republic's entry now that that's come 6th. Well, I thought that anyway. It would really suit him, and I don't know why. So, either if he takes commissions, or if I can find someone who can do an actually, like, legitimate Sly impression, then that is a thing that's going to happen. I will commission them to cover the Czech Republic entry from Eurovision this year. I don't even know why. Is there anything obvious way? No, we have a 30 on our hands. Can I bust the door down? Do I want to bust the door down? Or shall I just go in through the window? It looks vaguely like I'm a fire in my laser. Okay, what's the catch here? Because this is just a room. Can I enter the room? Do I belong in the room? That is a conveyor belt. Oh! Oh, I get it. It's a conveyor belt because, like, we have the invisible ability, and that is the idea here.
This looks like a good place to try out your new invisibility move. Hold down the circle button to drop out of sight. While invisible, nothing can see you. Not lasers, not searchlights, not guards. Oh, and if the guards already see you, then the invisibility trick won't work on them.
Yeah, don't say. But yeah, so those are conveyor belts because you'll definitely have the invisibility thing by now, but if you didn't bother getting all of the bottles in the first level of this area, then you wouldn't have the ability to move while invisible, so you wouldn't actually be able to get through here. I get it. I don't even know what that voice was, but I'm glad. This game is designed so that it's never impossible. That's good game design. It sounds like I'm trying to make a passive-aggressive statement to, like, some people in particular, and I'm not. Just, Merry Christmas, it's game design. Knock knock, get the door, it's game design. You know, open up the door, X gone delivered to you. By the way, totally not apropos of anything, but just that whole song, X gone give it to you. It's just a pop song in disguise. And I don't mean any, like, disrespect or whatever. Because, like, I don't know enough about this X to comment on the quality of whatever, but just, it mashes up so well with Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. Like, it sounds right at home with that preppy pop backing, so it is just a pop song. Then again, I mean, if you quantify the genre of a song by how well it mashes up with a different song of a different genre, then maybe Bonsai. Yes, maybe Bonsai. But, like, oh, this bit looks like it would be absolute arse if I didn't have the cheaty sneaky sneak. So in the last episode, I sped up during a section like this. Well, this time, I'm just going to speed up now because I'm actually justified in doing so. I'm so glad that I have this cheaty sneaky move because that would, like, that would spangle the shit out of me if I had to do that legitimately. And, like, not in a, like, oh, it wouldn't scare me. I hate those sorts of high-tension situations where it's like, oh, the thing is coming at a, like, a weirdly consistent speed. Like, oh, here's this wall of lasers just moopling down the wall at you. Like, there's something about how smoothly it moves as well that makes it seem so uncanny valley. But because I can just cheat the whole thing, I'm not even mad. But just, if I had to do that legitimately, I would have sads. It's something very Rayman 2 about it as well, and I'm not sure what, it just reminds me of Rayman 2. Oh good, the timing was a thing. Also, I just remembered in the last episode we got the most broken ability in the universe. We can no longer drown in verticality. Like, we're free from dying in water, except for when we're not, but now we're also free from dying in bottomless pits. Sly, please. There we go. How are we only on 9 out of 30 already? I mean, we've not been in this level that long, we've been, yeah, like 5, literally, my recording ticked over to 5 minutes just as I was glancing over at it just then. And, yeah, gotta wait for you to sparkle, Mr. Sparkle, and scratch my face whilst I'm saying this. I'm commentating stuff that happened like a good chungle of seconds ago. A good chungle of seconds ago, I was gonna say, but just a good chungle of seconds. I'm going to sit on that for a while. I need to sit on my chungle, ladies and gentlemen, and all friends besides. 69 coins. A good number of coins to have when you're sitting on your chungle. Oh, good. This is adequately counter-broken so you can't move. Like, I'm keeping perfectly still by walking forwards. Don't even look at my sir. Don't even look at my sir. That's enough of you. You don't get to exist anymore. As I pointed out, though, in whichever episode it was, however many months ago that was, like, it's all a good saying, oh yeah, Sly is such this amazing gentleman thief. He is also quite the assassin, because how many guards has he killed in this game alone? You know? In this Post Malone. I think I referenced Post Malone in an older episode. I don't know, because this series went on such a long hiatus, and I'm still hung up on that just because this is the same recording session as the last episode, because I don't want that sort of thing to happen again. We had one grand umami spankle of non-happenings, and so I'm doing my utmost to make sure we don't have another similar again. Another similar again. Are we spidling? We are, we're spoidling. Weedle, 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 weedle. Okay, that's a casket. Oh, good. If it wasn't a wangle wall where it makes your cane go all wangly woo, then you might be able to, like, clip through it and end the level prematurely. Premature bacon. Bamboozle. I just remembered. I don't even know if that was the last episode or this one. Everything's running together. Ooh, there's sparklies in the sky. It's like Ukraine 2012 at the Junior Eurovision. Fire in the sky. That's all I have to say on the matter. That's a good song. Nastasia Petrick is a very good artist. Her sister is good too, but I've not heard much by her. I just know that she was in the Ukrainian national final one year with a song called Love is Lord, which, like, without the E, so it's not her being a fangirl of Royals and Team and Yellow Flicker Beat, or Yell or Flick Her Beat. That was half a thought, and I couldn't be bothered finishing it in its totality. So there are some pieces there, and you can do things with those pieces if that so quangles your neck. That might not be a good thing to do with your neck, because you sort of need that in order to breathe. Surprise! You died. Lol. Sideways. So now, okay. If you say lel instead of lol, it sounds like you're laughing sideways. Am I the only one who thinks this? Would this have provided the distraction if I'd come up here first? Could I have spangled from above? Can I be the snow? Can I be the snow? What the fuck kind of question is that? I am perpetually high. And so we go. It's funny, because, like, where am I taking this thought? I was going to say that, I don't normally sing random thoughts like that, and so I kind of want to blame Nitro Indigo for that thought, because normally, like, she talks about, like, little tendencies and commentarily things that she gets from watching my stuff, which, by the way, hugely gratifying moment. Ooh, I did not think that would work. I thought it was too late for me turning invisible. But yes, it's, like, really a gratifying experience to hear another Let's Player taking, like, inspiration from me. Like, I've inspired someone. But then I just did a little sing moment, and Indigo does that a lot, so shout out to you if you're still watching this series. Hi. That makes me think other thoughts, and I'm not going to finish those thoughts, but if I don't finish those thoughts, it'll sound worrying. So I suppose I should think them here and now. So, like, I think I mentioned in the last, I'm pretty sure it was the last episode, how I've been making a Danganronpa fan game. And the problem with that is, like, I've talked about it on a stream as well, so watch my streams and you may learn a thing. But the problem is, the characters in it are all based on people that I know or that I've had some interaction with. And of course, that's well and good when it's just like a design document, because it has been a design document for a while. But if I do start moving into the actual phases of turning it into an actual playable game, I sort of need to ask all of these people if they're okay with being in a Danganronpa fan game. And there are some, like, there's at least one who I know won't be, so I've had to adjust the naming accordingly. Like, there's at least one character who I've had to use a different name for them. Like, thing is, it seems disingenuous if I use their personality but not their name.
Sly, this pagoda is some kind of huge gunpowder production plant. Judging by the scale, the Panda King must be making tons of explosives.
Seems like a good place to use the slow. So I shall slow accordingly. But yeah, so it seems disingenuous that I'm borrowing people's personalities but then not attributing their names to them. So I sort of feel like I can't win either way. So I could just rewrite the story at this point. I have actually written the entire, like, skeleton script, as it were. Like, I know what's going to happen, just not exactly who says what at what point. And of course, there are some people who aren't going to be okay with just, like, oh, hey, we've spoken, like, twice, and I've decided to put you in a killing game. I hope that's okay with you. So, you know. I get that some people wouldn't be okay with that, and that's totally fair enough. So, did I just straight up miss a bottle? Because I will be very salty. I'll be very salty. I think I'm going to need to be salty in a moment. But, you see my problem. Anyway, I bring this up because Indigo is one of those people, and I don't know if she'd be okay with just being in that game, and this is the easiest way I have of asking her. So, Indigo, if you're watching this, would you mind if I put you in a Danganronpa fan game? You can say no, that's totally fine. I missed a bottle somewhere. Yay, we're going to need to come back. Or I could just hit the key several times, you know, hit to key. Can I just... There we go. Pressing the wrong button. Good. Huh. This weird overlay of the... Okay, just clip through the wall there. See, that's the problem. Like, I got so hung up on, hey, I can design characters based on people I know, because then that'll guarantee that I have, like, a good spread of personalities. Little did I realize, hang on a minute, permission and, like, intellectual copyright and shit is a thing. Which is fair enough. So, I'm gonna go back in there at the end of the episode. Well, let's see what other saucy foofs await us ahead. So, maybe look out for that if that is indeed a thing that happens with regards to making a game. Because I want to make a game. Hello.
I've calculated the trajectory of these rockets, and I'm 99% sure you'll be able to ride them all the way to the top of that statue before they explode.
What about that other 1%?
Well, in that case, Sly, you will be blown to bits. But the experience will no doubt be spectacular.
Nice.
Now, to unlock these rockets, you're going to need all 7 of the Panda King's treasure keys.
Right on. I'll steal them in no time.
So that's lovely. It's funny how, like, a couple of worlds ago, Sly was like, yeah, well, I'm the ballsiest ball to ever bibble. And this time it's like, oh, well, what about that other 1%? What if I die? Like, Sly, you've had other moments where you could have died and didn't. Like, why is this one any... I mean, is it because it's fantastic? Is it because it's execution-worthy? You see, I'm bringing it back to Danganronpa. That's the other thing. And I swear I'm going to stop talking about this in a moment. Excuse you! Excuse you! Oh dear. Oh no. No, no thank you. Well, we're here. I suppose I should. I shouldst. Yeah, you just blast that. That was entirely automated, by the way. I didn't blast that door open. That was just Sly doing his thing. But the problem is, I'm having to write all these grisly murder cases and executions, and like...
This vehicle is identical to the one you found in Miss Ruby's lair. Someone with some serious high-tech skills must be providing these guys with hardware. The 5th member of the Fiendish Five, perhaps? Remember, use the left analog stick to move, and aim the right analog stick in the direction you want to shoot. You know,
Oh. I was just trying to fill time while he spoke. I didn't realize he was trying to tutorial me on a thing that entering the level literally already tutorialed me on. But yeah, so I'm having to write all of these, like, grisly, dangerous, and deadly executions. Like, I'm trying so hard to seem like a normal, innocent person in all of this, and in getting my friends to playtest what I've written so far, because that is a thing that's been happening, like, I'm having to assure them at every turn, I don't wish death upon you guys, it's just a necessary part of writing this story. And I'm trying so hard to convince people that I'm sane, and I don't really... Answer in the comments below. Question of the day. Comment question. Am I sane? Do you trust me not to murder you in your sleep? So that's fun. And I swear that's all I'm going to divulge on the subject, otherwise it'll sound like I'm obsessing. Do we have... We don't. Okay, we have more enemy spawners, but we don't have more candles. Don't need to worry about the candles anymore, because we're now in China. Even though it wouldn't surprise me if candles were invented by, like, the ancient Chinese people. I don't know why you'd bother putting voice acting in here, because it's going to get covered up by all of the ambient sounds and by obnoxious ass shooting, so if I don't subtitle that, don't blame me. I don't remember if there was voice acting in the previous one of these stages. This is fun. This seems like an arcade game more than anything else. Just go up the thing and shoot things before the things shoot you with fists. So are the bullets actually getting to the rocks that I need to destroy in order to open the way? Because I would like to open the way without taking damage. You know, where you put a little circumflex over the A so you know it's damage and not damage. You know, like the distinction between garage and garage. Or garage. It's a weird plumble of the two. Like a portmanteau, but it's a plumble. You know, when you wangle your Grievous. It's been established that I don't speak English. What are you expecting of me? Okay, one last thought on the Danganronpa front. I fully wrote everything, like, all of the answers to the first trial. That's all been planned out. Like, every puzzle that comes up, every solution to it, that's just generally a fantastic time. What's through this way? This reminds me of... Oh, it's a door. I thought maybe it was like a loading zone. It reminded me of the end of 1-1, the start of 1-2 of Clone Wars. And this bit reminds me of the fourth? Can't be the fourth. Fourth or fifth boss of Clone Wars 2. You know, Polonte the Hatchling. Polonte. Good name. Oh, good, there's friends. My favorite type of amigo. Literally the only thing that amigo means, unless you count like euphemisms and idioms and alternative interpretations of words. And this bit just reminds me of that one bit of Cursed Mountain. You know that one bit, if you watch that series, where you needed to climb up the mountain, like the path that looked a bit like this, and look out for the thorns or it will wake up the spirits. That was just a bad time for all involved. Which reminds me, I'm not sure if I want to say this, because, like, it would start a debate of some flavors, and I don't want to start debates of some flavors, but I saw a post on Tumblr, and that's how all the good conversations start. But supposedly, according to this one Tumblr thing, and I'm sure the general response to this will just be, yeah, well, that's Tumblr for you, but someone's saying that the word bad should be considered a transphobic slur because it derives from some ancient word that means, like, androgynous or something, which, like... Oh, I suppose... bit more, like, a slightly more valid question that people aren't going to be quite as, like, divided on or whatever. But at what point would you consider a language so developed that something with a not necessarily favourable etymology is no longer considered itself a problematic word? You know, like, if the word spangle, for instance, which is just a word that I've been flavouring on apparently at the moment, like, if that was derived from some, like, ancient protozaic word meaning angry cubicle, and that was considered offensive, would the word spangle in modern English also be considered offensive because it happened to come from unfavourable roots? Like, genuine question, because I care about etymology, as opposed to entomology, which is bugs. I'm going to break you open, or down, that works too. I will shoot you in the face with my shooties. Fire my pellet guns, and my beefle both. My beefle both! I will both beefly. And then the bike just vanishes. 69%! This is just a string of unconnected thoughts, and it's wambulous and gorgeous. And this is going to be a weirdly length episode, because I need to go back to that previous area and get all of the spongies. The one remaining spongy bottle. Why am I up there? Okay, that is a thought for, like, level design, where within an overworld, you go into a level, and then when you leave that level, you emerge somewhere else in the same overworld. I like that as an idea, and I feel like Sonic Adventure was kind of the only game to properly take advantage of that, so you can die. Thank you. So I'm just going to go back through here and try to find that one last bottle, and I will see you when I see it and break its face. I won't break your face, though. Maybe. Did I not come up here? Wow. I am a fucking idiot. I swear, I probably even looked at the thing you need to climb in order to come up to the top of this pagoda, and I'm just like, nah, son. Nah, clearly there's nothing of import up there. Good grief. I could have just done it the last time I was here. We would have had a weirdly lengthy episode anyway. Yes, Bentley, I know how to safely.
It was a challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 667.
Oh, very nearly the sex number, and by that I mean the upside down police number, which is just, you know, the UK version of 911, the real 999, because America is just wrong. It's that, but upside down, but with one number different.
You found the blueprints for the Panda King's lair. I'll upload the data straight into your binocucom.
Ah, all of that for just that. A thing that I have historically never used in any of these levels. That said, if the last two episodes are anything to go by, I'm clearly going to need it, because I sort of needed it for this level and yet didn't take advantage. Well, I'm just going to descend, and as I'm descending, hopefully without death, which, by the way, I do like that little detail that, like, Sly, clearly diegetically, he doesn't actually take damage, it just hurts his pride so much to have been seen by a laser twice that he takes a lucky charm damage instead. So that's a nice touch. Anyway, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. This has been Slag Cooper, and in the next episode we'll go back to the other bit and just carry on canoodling our way through China. See you then for that. Goodbye!